Hi. So I'm going to read from a manual. Oh, dropped something. Oh, there was some. Sorry, this was from the beginning, I think. Yeah, some papers that were a little bit loose, though. I'll put them back. Like so. Oh, are they mowing the lawn now? How typical. What? Really? Well, I will just continue. Someone is here, though. Cool. I also have some oracle cards here and tarot cards, so if anyone wants to ask me something, that's fine. I am a psychic medium, shaman, and so on. And I also study yoga now to become a yoga teacher. So I do pranayam, which is breath work, 1 hour each day. And then I do some nad yoga, which is a sound current. The, also, I read about this before for you, I think, also. How the acupressure points in the mouth and tongue also have special effects on the wholeness. Yeah. So it's not just the sounds, the vibes of the sounds, but that too. It's fascinating to me, very much so. And the efficiency, that's why I am totally in love with or obsessed with Kundalini Yoga, because it have had a tremendous change for me. I wish you could just pass it on to others, like easier than, I mean, if you don't know how efficient something is, you don't try it out, maybe, because many are sensitive to, I was very sensitive to electricity, for example, and this form of yoga helped me strengthen my electric field, my aura. And so I'm not anymore. And I hear people are so exhausted and drained, and sometimes they don't know that it also is influenced by those factors. But yeah. Anyways, sometimes they do see that they get more tired or whatever it is when they are around those kinds of lights, or a lot of waves going around in the rooms, so to speak. Anyway, so I will read about it. I don't know exactly what I read last time, and obviously, like almost all the time when I do this, I don't have great light, but I will try. I don't even have, yeah, I have actually a flashlight. I can have it closer, so if I need it. So this is about breath frequency also. When we consciously lower the frequency of breaths per minute, we encourage great benefits. Normally, men breathe at a rate of 16 to 18 cycles per minute. Women breathe at 18 to 20 cycles per minute. And also, when I was doing Medi Yoga, as I've talked about before, it is studied like scientifically to see what effect it have on health. And there we were doing this breath work where you just took a few breaths a minute. It wasn't even said how many. It was just breathe in. Maybe I don't know if you paused when you did breathe in. I don't remember actually if you did, but when you breathe out, you just wait for the body to breathe in. You don't consciously take the in breath. You relax and wait till the body wants to breathe in. And I mean, it was so fantastic to just sit there and see that the body was just cool, calm, and didn't want to breathe in for a while. Like, it was not preventing it or trying to slow it down or anything, but eventually it was like, I don't know, it was 4 breaths a minute, or maybe compared to these many cycles. Then I wish I did those things more often, but I do a lot of other things then, so I can't do everything all the time anyways. Yeah. So, but here it is also said about 8 cycles per minute, you feel more relaxed, relief from stress, and increased mental awareness. Parasympathetic nervous system begins to be influenced. Healing processes are elevated. Also about blood pressure, obviously, I've talked about that, how that have changed by these practices for me. The Nadi Shodhana, or just with this, that is alternate nostrils breathing, but also just breathing through the left nostril for a while, just cooling the system down. Anyway, 4 cycles per minute. Yeah, I think I was like in that space just naturally. I didn't know you could just get there. If they would have said to me to do that, that would have felt really, really like a pressure. But it was just natural when I waited for the in breath. So cool. Positive shifts in mental function, intense feelings of awareness, increased visual clarity. Wow. Heightened body sensitivity, pituitary and pineal begin to coordinate at an enhanced level, producing a meditative state. Yeah, it's so calming, really, to be in that. Yeah, yeah. With my sight, I think eyesight, I think I should do this more than 1 cycle per minute, 1 minute breath. Then you inhale for 20 seconds, and then you hold for 20 seconds, and then you exhale for 20 seconds. I mean, that's possible. It sounds, I mean, it's not impossible, but it sounds really odd. I must try it. Optimize cooperation between the brain hemispheres. Wow. Dramatic calming of anxiety, fear, and worry. Openness to feeling one's presence and the presence of spirit. Intuition develops. The whole brain works, especially the old brain and the frontal hemispheres. I will try. Don't do I have some where I see the seconds here? I have a little bit of a. I will use a little. Actually, this is a timer for when I do certain yoga practices. I will try that now. Then you can try it with me. I will just be quiet for 1 minute. Maybe I can't do it. I feel a little bit stressed, and I've been drinking a lot of coffee right now and everything. So, but it should work, right? I just also saw these masters athletes, like, I think, now I don't remember even, but just the other day someone were underwater maybe 4 minutes. No, I don't think it was 4 minutes, maybe three and something, but still they were trying to hold their breath for long, sounded long, but maybe it was even longer. I don't recall now. Yeah, anyway, I'll try now. Oh, couldn't keep it that long though. I'll try again. To hold the breath was harder, but I could do the long in breath though. Let's see now. Hmm. I need to practice this every day, I feel. So now we go again. Here we go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. Wow, that was really hard. I mean, it's really hard to. Now I could do the in breath and hold, but then to pace the out breath was really, really hard. I was doing like tiny in breaths almost like, interesting, interesting. Oh, that's possible to do if you practice it, for sure. I mean, it's not difficult. I've never tried it before even. Wow. But the 4 cycles per minute, anyways, that was really, really natural. And compared to these for females, then generally 18 to 20 cycles per minute, that's a huge change. And also in some traditions, it's said that we get a certain amount of breaths for our lifetime. So I don't know if that's the fact, but maybe so. Oh, wow, this was interesting. Anyway, long, deep breathing, yogic breath. Long, deep breathing is the first technique to teach beginners after they have learned simple, natural breathing. Long, deep breathing uses the full capacity of the lungs by utilizing the 3 chambers of the lungs, the abdominal or lower, chest or middle, and what does it say here? Clavicular or upper. Okay. I also think I have a little bit of a cold, so maybe that's why it's harder than me also to do certain breath. hmm Long deep breathing starts by filling the abdomen, then expanding the chest, and finally lifting the upper ribs and what does it say? Clavicle? Oh yeah. Also it widens the ribs, and the back also. The exhale is the reverse. First the upper deflates, then the middle, and finally the abdomen pulls in and up. Yeah. As the navel point pulls back towards the spine. Right. I feel my voice even is strained actually. All right, I need to take some water. Oh. I just dropped the flashlight. Right. Okay, so teaching the parts of long deep breathings. Right, I need to adjust certain things. Now I have some shoes. It was really warm. It have been so hot some days now, but now it's actually colder out. But it got hot when I have those shoes. So it's like 16 degrees Celsius today. Perfect. Well, okay. First, have the student practice by separating the 3 parts of the breath. Sit straight on the floor, in a chair, or lie on the back. When teaching beginners, starting out on the back is a good idea. Initially, have the left hand on the belly, right hand on the chest to feel the movement of the diaphragm. That's really good. Yeah. So, the first abdominal breath. Let the breath relax to a normal pace and depth. And another thing I want to just say here, although many know it just by, let's say, instinct or sometimes this releases a lot of emotion. So when people you don't need to think about it, but when people are upset or strained like that, I mean, the physical will also, the breathing, the calming of the breath, and so will help to gradually release those and help you know that you're safe and all kinds of things. But also sometimes there is quite a defense to experience or feeling those things, and so even I believe myself, it's not said here, but that you should also be very gentle or careful with people when working with these things, because with yourself you can try out stuff, but Others, you don't really know what they have carrying with them. So to make sure that they listen to how much they are ready to pressure themselves. I mean, eventually, after a while, when you've done certain things like this in many like variations and so on, you know yourself so good, and a lot of it have already vanished, let's say. But from the beginning, especially, to take care not to put any pressure. I don't think even deep, just normal deep breaths can like uh, get you in touch with emotions you have pushed away for some time from yourself even. So, and even memories and stuff can rise, is my experience anyway, also with others. So let the breath relax to normal pace and depth. Bring your attention to the navel point area. Take a slow deep breath by letting the belly relax and expand. As you exhale, gently pull the navel in and up towards the spine. For this experiment, keep the chest relaxed. Focus on breathing entirely with the lower abdomen. The diaphragm muscle separates the chest and let's see, thoracic, I think you say cavity from the abdominal cavity and intestines. The diaphragm is a sheet of muscle that is normally in a dome shape. As you relax the diaphragm and extend the belly, the dome flattens and extra space is created to expand the lungs above it. When you exhale, the dome is recreated and the air from the lower lungs is pushed up and out. This pushing allows a portion of the lower lungs to be used efficiently. Place one hand on the navel point and one on the center of the chest. On the inhale, raise the hand on the navel toward the ceiling. On the exhale, lower it steadily. With your hand, monitor the chest to stay still and relaxed. Very soon you will notice all the muscles involved in this motion. Yeah, that's a really good idea to start with that part. I was also thinking about something. What was it? Yeah, that you should generally, when you do yoga, kriyas, but also breath work, it's good not to have been eaten like 2 hours before. And so, and I have myself, so quite recently, so that was not so smart either. Anyway, so, and the second part here, chest breath. Sit straight and keep the diaphragm still. Do not let the abdomen extend. Inhale slowly using the chest muscles. The chest expands by using the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Do this slowly and focus on the sensation of expansion. Exhale completely, but do not use the abdomen. Compare the depth and volume of this breath with the isolated abdominal breath. If you place your hands on the top and bottom parts of the ribs, you can feel how the bottom ribs move more than the top ones. They are the floating ribs and are not as fixed as the upper ones are to the sternum. Yeah. So much of the contribution of the ribs and intercostal muscles come from an expansion out to the sides of the lower ribs. Okay, yeah, you can feel that also with your hands, obviously. So, and then the third, oh gosh, I need to cough a bit. The third, clavicular breath. Sit straight, contract the navel in and keep the abdomen tight. Lift the chest without inhaling. Now inhale slowly by expanding the shoulders and the collarbone. Exhale as you keep the chest lifted. Yeah, then you get aware of all these three parts that are part of the deep breath. Although you use them all then together, but then you know what they are isolated. So you, yeah, can use it fully. So putting the parts together, each part of the breath expansion is distinct. If all three are combined, you have a complete long, deep breath. So sit straight. If the spine is in a balanced position, the ribs and muscles can move freely. Begin to inhale. I actually was also turning a little bit to see the time here and the seconds when I was doing this, trying one breath. I think that was not so smart either. Okay, I will do it later. Anyway, begin to inhale with an abdominal breath, then add the chest breath and finish with a clavicular breath. All three are done in a smooth motion. Start exhale by relieving the clavicle, then slowly emptying the chest, finally pulling the abdomen to force out any remaining air. Yeah, that's a really good practice just for relaxation overall. Benefits, here we go, of long deep breathing. Relaxes and calms due to influence on parasympathetic nervous system. Increases the flow of prana, that is chi, ki, life energy. Yeah. Reduces and prevents the buildup of toxins in the lungs by encouraging the clearing of the small air sacs. Alveoli, how they call it. Sounds like something you could eat. Anyway. Stimulates the brain chemicals, endorphins that help fight depression. Brings the brain to a new level of alertness. Pumps the spinal fluid to the brain, giving greater energy. Breathing long and deep, plus concentration, stimulates the I can never say that word. Pituitary glands to secrete, enhancing the intuition. Filling the lungs to capacity revitalizes and readjusts the magnetic field. Wow, this is so many good things. Cleanses the blood, regulates the body's pH, acid alkaline balance, which affects the ability to handle stressful situations, energizes and increases vitality, aids in releasing blockages in meridians and meridian energy flow, like the chakras and so, yeah, also. Activates and cleans the nerve channels, aids in speeding up emotional and physical healing, aids in breaking subconscious habit patterns such as insecurities and fears, aid in fighting addictions, rechannels previous mental conditions or pain so as to reduce or eliminate pain, for example, in childbirth. Yeah. Gives capacity to manage negativity and emotions, supporting clarity, cool-headedness, and patience. Oh wow, the benefits of this! Wow, I always want to use it on anyone or the people around me, but I think I could use it myself. Wow, I knew it was good. I never read all these, but also which comes as an effect for everything that cleanse the meridians, the flow of the meridians, is the benefit also for sexual pleasure, actually, if anyone is interested in that. So, I guess also, now I think about women, but I also guess when it comes to males, because it also calms. So, it only benefits in those areas too, which is some for most people an important part of life as well. Wow. I really need to do this with some people now. I have a few that want to learn from me while I learn myself as well. But yeah. Oh, I really need to. I really need to. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyways, then we have suspending the breath. Basic to the mastery of the breath suspension is the ability to hold the breath in or out correctly. Instead, we often instruct students to just hold the breath. This causes many students to lock the breath in, pull the chin in, tighten the neck and throat muscles, and stiffen the tongue. Maybe I did like that. The home spurt technique can create great pressure in the eyes, back of the skull, heart, and neck. Holding the breath in that way for longer than 10 seconds stops the breath by creating an opposition between different muscle groups that power the breath. These can be dangerous. Oh, I should have read this first. Just, each time you do this improper technique, you train the subconscious to repeat a mistake when you are not fully alert. Doing it correctly, this should actually have been previous, right? Even before the 1 minute stuff, right? Anyway, doing it correctly. Instead, you can train the subconscious correctly, and it will serve you well even when you do not consciously direct the breath. To suspend the breath means to relax the muscles of the diaphragm, ribs, and abdomen that are responsible for the constant motion of the breath. To suspend the breath on the inhale, inhale deeply, bring the attention to the clavicle and upper ribs. Lift the upper ribs slightly and fix them in place. Relax the shoulders, throat, and face. I did actually try to relax the second time there because I realized that would be more efficient. But pull the chin in, become still and calm. If you feel the urge to exhale, inhale a tiny bit. Inhale a tiny bit instead. Yeah, that's maybe good. Mhm. To suspend the breath on the exhale. This is very important. Yeah, I have heard many times in different traditions or what you say methods that you should like hold the breath and in the inhale or outhale, but never these things. So this is very important. Start with a complete exhale. Pull the navel point back toward the spine. Lift the lower chest and diaphragm. Let the upper ribs relax and compress. Do not bend the spine and ribs when you try to exhale completely. That would interrupt the action. Pull the chin in. I didn't actually do that on the out breath though, but anyway. And become still and calm. If the muscles to start a reflex to inhale, consciously exhale a little more. This can extend the length of suspension significantly without any strain or struggle. All right? Good. Benefits of suspending the breath. The goal of suspending the breath is the gradual reconditioning, what a word, of the nervous system. Breath suspension allows for integration of the body systems. Suspending the breath in can temporarily raise the blood pressure. Oh, should be careful with that with some people then. Suspending the breath out lowers the blood pressure. I mean, I get so eager now. Oh, I will just do that now all the time. Relaxing circulation. Suspending the breath in impacts the sympathetic nervous system. Suspending the breath out impacts the parasympathetic nervous system. Suspending the breath allows for centering and training in the use of good judgment under pressure. This is so interesting for most people, I think, really. On the suspended breath, you can experience shunya. Here said not shunya, zero. Shunyata, I know what it is, but I guess it's the same. Shunya is a deep stillness into which you can plant a seed, bij, to create a new rhythm or pattern of being. In Shunya, the Kundalini flows. Actually, when you do those yoga nidra, sleep yoga, and then you plant a seed in those. Interesting. Wow, I'm so fascinated now. Shunya means zero. The moment you become zero, then all powers will prevail through you. The power of a teacher of Kundalini Yoga is in this zero. Well, I guess I will be getting there. In his zero, or her then, his Shunya. In Shunya, you become zero. You reduce everything to nothing. I am nothing, everything is nothing, there is nothing to be nothing. The moment you become that, then everything radiates from you, says Yogi Bhajan. Yeah, what a peace, how calm, and then you can create anything. Okay, points to remember under suspending the breath. No, when suspending the breath, I mean. Remember that the brain will trigger breathing in when the carbon dioxide level at the blood rises to high. It does not react to loss or gain of oxygen. Yeah. Wow. The cue is taken from the carbon dioxide level. If you prepare to suspend the breath by taking several complete exhales where you blow out the carbon dioxide, you will hold the breath longer and with more comfort. Yeah. If you begin to experience dizziness or disorientation, stop. Dizziness is not enlightenment. You must build the practice with determined regularity and patience. Pushing past your capacity will not help. So I think it was not even smart by doing what I did, right? Actually. Throughout the practice, create a calm internal spot in your awareness and observe the changes of the body and mind. In all practices where the breath is suspended in or out, remember that the goal is a switch in metabolic activity, nervous system balance, or emotional control. Yeah, so fascinating. When I study this, I feel like every little sequence is so deep and interesting. You want to remember all of this all the time. So I hope no one did that practice with me. If it was not good for you, I'm so sorry. Meditations to master the suspension of the breath comes after. Shouldn't that be what I feel comes in the wrong order here? Actually, right? Shouldn't the warnings come first and then the practice to do it before you describe how you do it? It's for us who are so eager, we can't wait. We have to try it immediately. So that we learn to listen, wait a bit, okay, maybe. Meditations to master the suspension of breath. To master the suspension of the breath is to master the inflow and outflow of life itself. There are 4 meditations that can introduce you to different dimensions of the process and to the different emotional challenges that are part of its mastery. Find these meditations in the Meditations Without Mantra chapter. Okay, that comes later, I guess. Right, okay. They are meditation for a calm heart, caliber of life meditation, meditation for a subtle self, compassionate polarity meditation. As a teacher, maybe I have checked these. I don't know even. Well, I will see. I will see later. As a teacher of Kundalini Yoga, you may wish to explore these techniques in depth. If you take the sequence of these 4 meditations and practice each for 40 days as a regular sadhana, you will become radiantly aware of the impact and nature of breath suspension techniques. This meditation practice will give you your teaching projection a new solidity and power. When you practice these meditations, pay attention to the different feelings that are processed and provoked in each technique. Yeah, as I said, emotions have a very, very strong impact, not maybe only on what arises within, what we have tuck aside or put a lid on, but also, I will see here if it's here. No, maybe it's previously. But also just maybe provoke certain specific emotional reactions like that. We will see here. Is it here? No. Here we come to meditation. It's quite far ahead. I'll see if I find it. Oh, this is so interesting. Wow. Pratyahar. I like the words even if I don't know what they mean all the time. Let's see now here. You don't see what I do. Here, meditation focus the eyes, meditation sadhana. Using the gong for meditation. Using a mala for meditation. White tantric yoga. I wonder where those. Maybe it's not here. Sadhana. Maybe it comes in the sadhana chapter. I will continue. Maybe I've read it before and don't remember. Let's see. Here is some other mantras. Oh, and these I realize all of them, I think. Well. Well, and here is some stuff about the body itself. Super interesting itself. Well, I think, I don't know. Yogic anatomy, the chakras. Where is everything? Regaining self-esteem, the 10 bodies. Oh, I need to really read these. I have so many things I love to do. It's very, very difficult to take time for everything, though. We'll see. Here is a lot of things that I also learned in Ayurveda. I think it must have been before then, these meditations. Wow. Humanology and yogic lifestyle. Well, it should have been in the meditation chapter, I guess, but I didn't see it. Yogic diet. That's also very interesting. I tried to use some of it, at least. The role of a Kundalini yoga teacher. I like this whole zero thing. Ethics, yeah. Well, roles and responsibilities in class settings. Wow. Outside class settings. This is very. Oh, I didn't know it was so profound in that sense. It's perfect. Challenges teaching it. Now there are other challenges regarding rumors and stuff. Resources for Kundalini yoga teacher. Poster. I'm soon done with this whole. I just want to find that. Posters. Form and alignment for the Kriyas. Yeah, this is very interesting also. Okay, it must have been previous. What did it say? Find these meditations in the meditations without mantras. Here we are in mantras. Now I'm going in the other direction here. Is this before? I'm sorry that it takes such time here. I don't think. Let's see. It must be in the chapter I was in before. I just have to check it again now. Here, meditation without mantras. Not there. Maybe it's in another book. Sorry. Here is a lot of meditation, so it doesn't say meditation without mantras anywhere here, so silence, awareness, or mantra. Well, I guess it's somewhere here. I don't know. The mind and meditation. 26. I will just see. No, I can't go on like this now. I will check it later on. I will just continue reading now. Sorry about that. So, anyway, it was meditation for a calm heart, caliber of life meditation, meditation for a stable self, composite polarity meditation. Those four. Meditation for the calm heart. Here it says also description right beneath. Maybe that was what I was searching for. How stupid. Anyway, in the whole book, and it was right after. Wow. It maybe is. I'll see what it says. Oh. Meditation for a calm heart. The calm heart meditation teaches you stillness. It serves as a baseline to learn the feeling of. Oh, now I know it's in a different practice book for sure. Okay. This is just a description of it. The calm heart meditation teaches you stillness. It serves as a baseline to learn the feeling and flow of the pranic body. Each type of prana has a favored area of the body. This meditation accumulates the prana of the lungs and heart. When the prana is focused in the home location and when its quantity is enough, you are healthy and your mind feels undisturbed. The body functions smoothly without effort. As the meditation proceeds, the mind will become calm and focused. It will be easy to gain perspective on relationships and easy to have forgiveness for those things that upset or threaten you, allowing a deeper sense of security and awareness to guide your judgment. Oh, this meditation can be taught to any level of student, right? Good. And then we have the caliber of life meditation. The caliber of life meditation teaches you concentration and endurance. It adjusts the projection and command of the breath and improve the caliber of your capacity to reach excellence in life. It is known to conquer normal depression and discouragement. It builds tremendous strength into the nervous system. Um, this is an excellent intermediate level meditation practice for students who are committed to a regular practice of sadhana. It can be taught to beginners for a short time. Okay, so it's not generally for beginners, that one. Meditation for a subtle self. The meditation for a subtle self teaches you constancy and visualization. Yeah. It stabilizes the pranic body. It requires focus on the spinal column in a rhythmic feeling and visualization of the inner energy. I would love this one, I'm sure. The goal is an effortless mental attention to the flow of energy. This meditation will provide many thoughts and feelings that come from each level of the spinal chakras. So there may be special excitement or uneasiness at a specific stage of the visualization along the spine. Yeah. The task is to remain attached to the flow of mental and emotional objects. The meditation is an advanced practice. Actually, I think almost every time I think these advanced practices are much easier than anything else. Oh, I got a message. Let's see. What is this? Someone actually who answers now, a friend of mine. She really needs some energy flow in her body because she have a, well, I won't go into her specific problems, but there are not enough flow in one part of her face, let's say like that then. And so she says she's big enough to do what she wants. She and many think I'm very stern, and I try to be less so. I'm like sweet, but they still everyone think I'm. When I say I'm a little bit like that, they say little bit. So yeah. Anyway, she does a certain practice now that I gave her. Sweet. I will answer her later then. So cool. I got this message now. Yeah. I really hope I can. I mean, help others also with this. But to myself and I, I have an easier time doing the advanced practices often. But those who are not as physical, let's say, because I always work with as a medium and so on. Also on reading energy, I tune into the chakras. I'm totally comfortable doing those kinds of things, energetically working, and also my meridians are so freaking open. They have been there and that oftentimes. I'm quite relaxed often also actually. But I feel a little bit strain in my chest now after that breathing that I did wrong though. Actually it was not so smart. Well, anyway, so I mean not emotional, it's like physical affect. Anyway, so yeah, when I was doing that with the Meri yoga, that breathing technique I told, um, I was so curious. There were like 20 other people in the room, and the only problem I had, I mean, it was so relaxing doing the practice, but then I'm a very curious one. So I started picking up, since I'm also psychic in that. So I started picking up what was going on with others in the room. I didn't try. I never do. Didn't try to focus on them and like read them or anything. But since I was so relaxed and open, it was flowing over me, a lot of information about the others in the room. And that was like, that's something I need to practice, to not pick up everything, if so. Anyway, yeah. And the last one here then, composite polarity meditation. The polarity meditation teaches you subtlety and command. It is a practice mudra that requires fixed attention to maintain it through the kriya. It is subtle. The relation between the heartbeat and the repair of the arc line for health requires careful focus. It is the same in any skill. Over time and practice. You can learn to sense the distinctions that make a difference and that enhance your skill and pleasure in the task. I'm sorry how I read, but the meditation gets better and better with constant practice. It has dimensions that are difficult at first, but which unveil themselves over time. Composite polarity meditation. All right. This is an excellent practice for advanced students. It can be taught to beginners, but do not exert them to notice mm, the five distinctions that make the meditation so enjoyable and unique. Do not expect them to notice. Yeah. It was they could, but they are not advanced enough to do so. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, okay. Okay. I have some time before I get to the zero. That's not where I usually belong, but I like it. Okay, let's move on. Breath of fire, uh, Agni Prana, or Pran. I avoid this, right, because I still try to see to it that my blood pressure is good. So it's really good, though, to cleanse the system. But since it activates it also very much, for now I have paused with that one. Breath of fire is one of the foundational breath techniques used in the practice of Kundalini Yoga. It accompanies many postures and has numerous beneficial effects. It is important to master this breath so that it is done accurately and becomes automatic. But I've done it a lot before, so to me it feels very natural to do it if I do it. So, doing the breath of fire. Breath of fire is rapid, rhythmic, and continuous. It is equal on the inhale and the exhale, with no pause between them, approximately 2-3 cycles per second. I must think how I used to do it. Yeah, I think so. It is always practiced through the nostrils with mouth closed, unless stated otherwise. Breath of fire is powered from the navel point and solar plexus. To exhale, the air is expelled powerfully through the nose by pressing the navel point and solar plexus back towards the spine. Yeah, it's like pumping. Yeah. This feels automatic. If you contract the diaphragm rapidly, it becomes like you don't care about the in breath. You just pump the out breath a little bit, like. Yeah. To exhale, the upper abdominal muscles relax, the diaphragm extends down, and the breath seems to come in as part of relaxation rather than through effort. Yeah. The chest stays relaxed and slightly lifted throughout the breathing cycle. When done correctly, there should be no rigidity of hands, feet, face, or abdomen. Yeah. Begin practicing breath of fire for a duration of 1 to 3 minutes. Some people find it easy to do breath of fire for a full 10 minutes right away. Others find that the breath creates an initial dizziness or giddiness. Yeah, maybe. If this happens, take a break. Some tingling, traveling sensations, and lightheartedness are completely normal as your body adjusts to the new breath and new stimulation of the nerves. Concentrating on the brow point may help relieve these sensations. Sometimes these symptoms are the result of toxins and other chemicals released by the breath technique. The symptoms may be relieved by drinking tons, no, not tons, lots, he says, of water and changing to a light diet, right? Breath of fire is not hyperventilation, nor is it bellows breath. These are restrictions for doing breath of fire while pregnant and menstruating. Yeah, there are. Yeah, so, and maybe depending on, but yeah, myself, I don't do it now because I don't want to. I want to do calmer breaths to cool the blood pressure. Yeah. Common mistakes in doing breath of fire. These are the common problems to watch for when teaching beginners. Paradoxical breathing. As we mentioned earlier in this chapter, many people learn to breathe backwards. They inhale by pulling the belly in, thus making the space for the breath less rather than more. This is called paradoxical breathing. People who are often anxious or smoke frequently tend to have this pattern. It can be easily changed by placing the hand on the chest and one on the belly and doing breath of fire slowly with total awareness. Trying to breathe by an exaggerating pumping of the belly. Of fire is not the deep bellows cleansing breath that pumps the stomach with complete exhales and inhales. Breath of fire comes from higher up near the solar plexus. Yeah, and you just do short like pumps. Like so yeah, it's not don't empty or so. A loss of attention to the balanced ratio of the inhale and exhale. One way to get this right is to do it wrong first. Okay. Try to inhale much more than you exhale with each breath cycle at 1 to 2 times per second. Within 30 seconds, you can sense the overstimulated jumpiness and imbalances of the breathing. Then switch to a much greater inhale. No, exhale, I mean, greater exhale than an inhale at the same pace. Almost immediately, you will sense a loss of strength, lethargy, distraction, or depression. Now make the breath exactly equal on the inhale and exhale. Listen to the sound of the breath and create a steady rhythm. Yeah, it becomes pretty natural. It sounds a little bit more complicated when you describe it like this, but it's a good description. Benefits of breath of fire. Now I will have to start with all these breaths. Okay, relaxes, releases toxins and deposits from lungs, mucus. Uh, what does it say? Linings. It says mucus linings. Good. Blood vessels and other cells, expands lung capacity and increases vital strength, strengthens the nervous system to resist stress, repairs the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, strengthens the navel chakra, increases physical endurance and prepare you to act effectively, adjusts the subtle psychoelectromagnetic field of the aura so that the blood becomes energized. I must read that again. Adjust the subtle psychoelectromagnetic field of the aura so that the blood becomes energized. Reduces addictive impulses for drugs, smoking, and bad foods. I should do it a lot. Increases not drugs or smoking, but bad food. Increases oxygen delivery to the brain, facilitating a focused, intelligent, and neutral state of mind. Really good. Boost the immune system and may help prevent many diseases. Promote synchronization of the biorhythms of the body systems. So, beginning a practice of breath of fire, sit straight and place the hands in prayer pose. There are also many out online you can watch her do this. Close the eyelids. What does it say here? 9 to 10, not fully, but almost fully, like 9/10. Roll the eyes up and concentrate on the brow point. I thought you should close your eyes, but not fully apparently. Wow, that's even more relaxing. Begin breath of fire for 1 to 3 minutes, then inhale and hold for 10 seconds. Relax. Stay still and place the hands on the knees in Gyan Mudra, palms up. Watch the natural flow of the breath and the constant stream of internal and external sensations. Continue for 3 minutes. Inhale deeply, exhale. Repeat this combination 3 to 5 times. Another good series for beginners is the Pranayam Energizer series. Okay, that is also on the sets and meditations, which is in another place, I think. Wow. Oh, I want to do all of these, but I already do breathing techniques for 1 hour a day, and I love it. I love the breathing techniques. Before I do them, I can feel like, oh no, a little bit. But when I do, bliss. That always brings me where I need to go, so to speak. So here we have then some examples of alternate nostril breathing, which I do, and I will read a few then. That and breath ratios, it says something about left and right nostril breathing. That is alternate. No, it's different, yeah. And then canon breath, and then segmented breaths, lion breath, whistle breath, beak breath, and then Stali pranayam and Sitkari pranayam and Vatskar pranayam also. Then I'm done for today. I think I will just leave this for now, but I want to just continue because, wow, I just say that every time. All right. This simple yet most powerful technique is a pranayama. It says that is easy to do, yet take you through the stages of your yoga practice. So what I do now, I breathe 11 minutes through the left. Actually, this creates kind of a disruptive pattern in a way because that is too cool because I'm too hot, so to speak. But that is like in itself, really. But then I do the alternate, and then I do it 10 minutes each. So for actually, this is what I do. I breathe in 10 minutes through the left, then I breathe in 10 minutes through the right, and then I do alternative, like in from the. Actually, I don't. They switch, I think, in this. I have not read it yet, but I switch every other. But I do 10 minutes then from left to right, and then 10 minutes from right to left. And then I also do meditation for 10 minutes and also Satnam for 10 minutes. I used to do like, when I do those 10 minutes, I communicate, since I always communicate with the spirit world. So I use that not to sit in silence and integrate, I communicate. But it's really good. Yeah. For me, I feel. All right. It brings me back to where I need to go. So, how to do alternate nostril breathing. In this pranayam, the breath is always relaxed, deep and full. Have the left hand in Gyan Mudra. Use the thumb of the right hand to close the right nostril and the index finger on the right finger of the right hand to close the left nostril. Yeah, you shift with each here. You're not doing like I said or do. This is sometimes called U breathing because of the mudra. Close the right nostril and gently and fully inhale through the left nostril. Then close the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Usually you first exhale. Anyway, but never mind. Then inhale through the right nostril, close the right nostril and inhale through the left nostril. Continue repeating alternative nostrils after each inhalation. Yeah, it's easy to do. Stranger to describe. Benefits of alternate nostril breathing creates whole brain functioning by balancing the right and left hemispheres, is both integrating and grounding, purifies the Ida and Pingala nadis gently, creates a deep sense of well being and harmony on the physical, mental, and emotional level, can help with headaches, migraines, and other stress related symptoms. Inhale left, exhale right, as I do then in 10 minutes only, but you should shift here in this practice. Helps to make you calm and integrates unwanted negative emotions and stress. Excellent by itself before bed. And then I do also this for 10 minutes. Inhale right, exhale left. Gives clarity and positive mood, helps us to focus on what is important. Actually, also, if you just do it's similar. If you just breathe in and out through the left, then it's cooling also and focusing if you do the same in the right. Yeah. Nadi cleansing, a powerful classical technique which utilizes Nadi Shodan as well as you breathing and breath ratios. Right, okay. Anyway, breath ratios. When breathing in different breath ratios, we are changing the amount of time that we take the inhale, hold, and exhale the breath. In general, we breathe in an equal breath ratio, equal inhale, equal exhale. By the way, I want to also say, naturally, I don't know how often it changes now. I don't know it by heart, but we breathe more through one of the nostrils certain amount of time and then shifts so that we breathe through the other nostril equal length of time and so on. But that can become like out of balance. So when you do also as I do, although extending the left, then it comes back to a normal pattern, which is a similar ratios though for both, which is good. Yeah, you train it to be balanced, like right. Anyway, consciously using different breath ratios can yield various effects. By emphasizing inhaling, the sympathetic part of the autonomic nervous system boosts the heart rate and blood pressure, boosts alertness, and stimulates us. That's why you usually also in Zen Buddhism and so on, you count on the out breaths because you don't want to be, you want to relax. By emphasizing exhaling, the parasympathetic nervous system slows the heartbeat and relaxes the circulation, nerves, and digestive system. It relaxes us and promotes elimination both physically and emotionally. You can use mantra to measure the ratios, for example, 1 4 2, inhale 1, hold 4, exhale 2, for example. This is used in the Nadi cleansing pranayam. It is powerful, purifying, and cleansing. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, it was so long ago since I read in this, but I do it every day though. But I want to learn more. Wow. So, left and right nostril breathing, which I do then. That's what I do. Through the simple mechanism of closing or opening one of the nostrils, the yogi has a wide array of techniques to control his moods and energies. The quality of prana processed through the two nostrils differs corresponding with the qualities associated with the two sides of the brain. The nerves going out from the two brain hemispheres cross at the level of the eyebrows. Yeah. The left hemisphere is connected to the right side of the body and right nostril. The right hemisphere to the left side of the body and left nostril. We breathe predominantly through one nostril or the other at any given time, as I said. The dominant nostril alternates rhythmically over 90 to 150 minutes. Oh, they say it here, right? Okay, now you know. The length of the cycle reflects universal rhythms, individual temperament, and the personal state of mental and physical balance. The rhythm itself is mediated mainly through structures of the hypothalamus and pituitary. Oh, I could say it. Though other areas in the brain are also involved. You may use the technique of inhaling and exhaling exclusively through either the left or right nostril in order to benefit from the quality associated with that nostril. For example, breathe exclusively through the left nostril to deal with compulsive eating habits. Wow, this is so fantastic because actually, you have heard me, who have heard me for years and years. All my life, I'm 53 now. Some things have changed though. I mean, positively, other things, I mean. But these have happened like very, very naturally. Okay, I was like tripping a bit, if you say, for not tripping, but what do you say, like sliding, gliding. but but very easily. I didn't even attribute to say that to the breathings. I just thought, wow, cool. I have matured to this level now. I can avoid it easily. But now, no, it's the breathing. Wow, wow, and wow, why didn't I do it before? Okay, breathing through the left nostril is associated with. This is the one that helps, I guess. I hope so. Well, I do both though. Ida, the nadi which ends at the left nostril. Apana, the cleansing energy. Yeah, the moon energy, cooling, negative, calmness, sensitivity, empathy, synthesizes. Breathing through the right nostril is associated with Pingala, the nadi ending at the right nostril. Prana, the nurturing energy, the sun energy, warming, projective. Vigor, alertness, willpower, concentration, readiness for action. Mm. And you inhale Sat, exhale Nam. So that's what I also do for 10 minutes there at the end. But let's see, what did it say? For instance, breathe exclusively the left nostril. Yeah, what I said. To deal with the compulsive eating habits. Wow, I would put something into my, those doctors have those super fat people. They should just push something into their, I don't think that's a good idea, but into the right nostril. So they could just breathe through the left. Not all the day, but yeah. If you just hang on to these things, the changes are subtle from the beginning. Sometimes they are very efficient. I told about how my neck was like the Tower of Pisa. It was really not straight because I had been ill and just laying on one side, and it got like not straight. It looks really weird. And I went to those on the healthcare, whatever, and they are called also adjust, help you do some exercises to adjust if whatever have been wrong in the like structure of the body. And I did some practice there. It didn't work. I didn't see any changes, and so on. But then when I did Kundalini, there was I think it was like just 3 kriyas or so, related to the back. And I did them for, I guess, just a couple of days or maybe 3 days. And then I was so surprised. I didn't do it for that purpose. But then I looked myself in the mirror after like 3 days of starting with that. And I had that problem for years before. And no one like knew how to adjust it. And suddenly, just after a few days, and I know it was not adjusted before, it was straight again. And I didn't feel that it changed. It was fantastic. One of the all the things I've experienced with this practice, fantastic. Anyway, so then there is Cannon breath. Cleanses and strengthens the parasympathetic nerves and adjusts the digestion. Cannon breath is breath of fire down through the mouth. Yeah. Often Yogi Bhajan will call for a powerful cannon breath exhale to end an exercise. The mouth forms a firm O shape. Mouth should not be too puckered, nor should the lips be limp. Okay, kind of soft, like a. Yeah. The pressure of the breath is in the cheeks and over the tongue. Okay, I'll just try it. Through, though there should be no bulging of the cheeks. Okay, I must think. Yeah, I understand. Right. Segmented breaths. With segmented breathing, we divide the inhalation and exhalation with several equal parts, with a slight suspension of the breaths separating each part and with a distinct beginning and end point to each segment. This stimulates the central brain and the glandular system in different ways. Instead of inhaling in one smooth motion, we break the breath up into segmented sniffs. Try not to collapse the sequence, no, the squeeze. Try not to collapse or squeeze the nostrils in on the sniff or pull the breath too deeply into the lungs. The goal is for the breath to strike a relaxed yet focused area in the nasal. Oh, there is someone here. Hi, someone who listens. I also have tarot and oracle cards if you want me to go some of these, but I continue to read for a little while here if you don't mind. The goal is for the breath to strike a relaxed yet focused area in the nasal passage to stimulate a particular set of nerves. Keep the nostrils relaxed and direct the attention to the feel of the breath further along the air passages and to the motion of the diaphragm. This is segmented breath, yeah. That person left again. Yeah. 4-part, I don't see who it is. I just see a number coming up, like one person. 4 parts in, 1 part out. This is how it goes, the motion of the diaphragm. 4 parts in, 1 part out. It's healing, energizing, uplifting. And if you do it 4 parts in, you count like that, let's say. 4 parts out is clarity, alertness, triggering glands. 8 parts in, 8 parts out, calming, centering. 8 parts in, 4 parts out, focusing, energizing. 4 parts in, 8 parts out, calming, unblocking, letting go. So, whatever the need may be. The ratios used in Kundalini Yoga are clearly defined and create stable, predictable final states of mind and energy. Yeah, it's very, very interesting what we need. It is best not to experiment since not all ratios are balanced or sustainable. Oh, I experiment. Mine is not better, yeah. So a 25-1 or a lucky 7-11 will not be useful. Yeah, I guess there are those who feel like, yeah, I've also learned, if you see in all my videos also, I keep those 3, 5, 7, 11, 31, 62. You know, there are certain ratios of things you often do in Kundalini Yoga, like 11 rather than 10. So from the beginning, when I did this 10, 10, 10, 10 with a alternative, or it's not called that, but shifting from first, just breathing in and out. Yeah, that's what I said before. Anyways, with these 4, it disturbed me a bit that it was 10, and I wanted to change it to 11. I didn't though. I listened. But yeah, that's really, really important, I'm sure, because these techniques are very old. They are very, very, very tried. And yeah, at least I wouldn't suggest anyone to change it either. But at least to first listen. What I have done, though, I wouldn't suggest that to people generally. But I got my own mantras, for example, that I have used before, and also mudras sometimes, and then they change it for me, like they show the mudras I should use. Now I do the Gyan mudra, and now they have shown me that it's okay to do it, but before I needed to strengthen other meridians and so on, I guess. So since the spirits communicate to me what I need, but I haven't been showed something else to someone else, and I think I would probably follow the structured given by like many thousands years of experience rather. So anyway, okay. If I teach this, if I do mediumship readings, then it's a different story. But okay, lion breath. Lion breath is a powerful breath in the upper chest and throat. It cleanses out toxins and is good for the throat chakra and the thyroid. Extend the tongue out to touch the chin. Breathe powerfully, forcing the breath over the root of the tongue without any rasping. I was trying. I don't know how you do that. I have done it though. I don't remember. Okay, now I know. This is like holding it out. I didn't see the picture actually. You stretch it out. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Fantastic. Wide breath, beak breath. Whistle, I mean. Whistle. It's dark here. Beak breath. Whistle breath changes the circulation. The nerves in the tongue activate the higher glands such as thyroid and parathyroid, and the lung capacity is increased. Pucker the mouth. Concentrate at the third eye point. Inhale, making a high pitched whistle. Okay. Exhale through the nose. Okay. Variation. Inhale through the nose and exhale with a whistle through the lips. Okay. Listen to the high pitched sound as you breathe. Oh, you should actually whistle. I thought you should just imagine that. All right. Mm-hmm. Sitali Pranayam. Sitali Pranayam is known to have a powerful cooling, relaxing effect on the body while maintaining alertness. It is known to lower levels and what lower levels? What do they mean? Should I feel like it should be like a different word in between blood, I don't know, something like that. And a digestion anyway. Oh, it said I was reading wrong, that's why. It's known to lower fevers. Really good to know. Yeah, this I know that it's cooling, but because when it's very hot out, I've also told a little guy, a 6-year-old, all the time you can do this. And aid digestion. It's fun that it's cooling and still aid digestion, since that's like the fire. That's the digestion is like Agni, which is fiery and not so cool. But all right. But anyway, that's fascinating. Curl the tongue into a U shape. Inhale through the curled tongue. Exhale through the nose. Perfect. This breath is also used with breath of fire and with segmented breaths in some kriyas. You may notice the tongue tasting bitter at first. This is a sign of detoxification and will pass. Maybe if you do this a lot, you you have a nice breath then or something. Variations. Inhale and exhale through the curled tongue, right? And then there are two left here now. And then I will pause for a moment. Although I want to just continue, I should pause. Sitkari Pranayam. Sitkari breath is used for cleansing and boosting glandular function. It is done by inhaling through the teeth, exhaling through nose. Isn't that very good for everyone anyway to do? Vatskar Pranayam. With the Vatskar breath, we sip in the air. We do not take air down as if into the stomach, just bring it into the lungs. Example, sipping the air, inhale 8 or more times, then exhale slowly through the mouth. Okay. I get it. So these all have obviously various good effects. For a deeper study of breathing, read Breathworks, Breathing Your Way to a Revitalized Body, Mind, and Spirits. Oh, I want to read it all, and I really wish I would remember. So, since this is not my. So now you see, now it's 25. So now I have to talk until it's 1. Actually, 30 here because 90 minutes is also one of those things. So I can't. And sometimes, oftentimes, I don't do it exactly, but I have it in mind. So yeah. Otherwise, I would have it, if it was just like 30 minutes, I would take 31. It's a thing. Yeah. So we'll end now then in 4 minutes. And I have nothing else to say right now. I'm so passionate about this. I really love these things so, so much. And I wish that it was spread. I wish that healthcare and so on knew these techniques. I mean, should be taught in medical schools. I mean, it actually, but they are, anyways, they are studying it, which is perfect still. I mean, that's better than nothing. But so many could benefit in all kinds of ways. All of us would benefit in all kinds of ways from learning and practicing this and knowing how to change these kind of easy things, and also that they are cheap or free actually, and that is something medical, those factories or those companies don't like us to know. Because what would they do with all the medicines they sell if we knew how to heal ourselves in different ways? So I wish more people would wake up to that fact, anyways, that that's not always the next step, and also just to preventive care for sure. But we are so like spoon fed with some lies, yeah. Some who want to sell stuff, sell imprisonment. No, I should go further on this, but yeah, we should think for ourselves, of course. That's the most important thing. And I believe in questioning things. The things that you can't question, they are suspicious, I believe. So right. So thank you for now, anyone, and let me know if you have any thoughts of feelings or so on in comments. Sometimes they take away the ability to make comments, but I never do myself. I readjust it when I see it so that you can. But I enjoy to hear from anyone your thoughts or interest in these kinds of topics. And even if I'm wrong and whatever, or you feel that I am, feel free to share about that too. I can always learn more. I love to learn. So, well, then I will just take a break now then. And I hope I will be back sooner than before. That it won't be as long as it have been in between. But I have studied myself, but not here with you though. Yeah, in between here also. Yeah. So, bye for now. And wow, I look forward to that 0 place. How brilliant and how peaceful. Wow. When you hear about shunyata, which is a different word than that whatever word I read, emptiness, like that doesn't sound very you don't want that, like actively, passionately, but it's not that, it's bliss, it's happiness. I mean, more than happiness, it's a totally different kind of peace than can be described if you haven't experienced it. So you are in happiness with this emptiness. It's not like just empty, I would say, but a different kind of, yeah. Well, I will end now then. Talk later, I hope, to someone around here. And yeah, bye for now.